The story is about Karen's red shoes. Once in a village, there was a girl named Karen. She was very close to her mother, but they were very poor. She had a rugged doll, only one dress, and wooden slippers. Those slippers which her mother made did not fit Karen. One day, her mother was very ill, so Karen went to buy some medicines for her mother. On her way, she saw a beautiful red shoes. It looked very beautiful that she took those boots. When she returned home, she showed her mother. Karen said, "Look, mummy, I got those red shoes. See how it looks beautiful." Then her mother said, "Karen, those boots belong to someone else. You should not take those boots." Karen said, "But mummy, those boots were lying on the street." Her mother said, "Baby, maybe some owner dropped accidentally." Karen said, "So they should not drop it accidentally like this. I got it and those are my boots." Then her mother said, "Karen, stop being stubborn. I know that I don't have money to buy you new pair of red shoes, but you should not take someone else's shoes. You promise me that you will not wear those red shoes." Karen promised her mother very sadly and kept it under her mother's bed. Next day, her mother died because she was very ill. On the day of her mother's funeral, Karen was wearing those red shoes. At the funeral, people started gossiping about her red shoes, that how disrespectful it was. One old lady came in a wealthy carriage. One man said to the old lady that the girl is orphan. Then the lady said to the Karen, "Come with me, dear child. I will give you a wealthy life and a proper education." When Karen came home with old lady, then the old lady said, "Karen, you are wearing these rugged boots since your mother's funeral. You should take off these boots." Karen said, "No, I will not take off these boots. I don't like to take off those boots." The old lady said, "Karen, stop being stubborn. I promise I will buy you new pair of shoes better than these." Karen did not want to upset the old lady because she bought her home happily, so she took off those red boots. One day came when Karen was wearing a new dress she was playing with new toys. The old lady bought her new pair of shoes. When Karen opened the box, she saw those boots were blue. She was very angry. She said, "These blue boots are very ugly." The old lady said, "Those red shoes were very ugly, Karen." Days passed by. Karen grew up and became an educated and beautiful lady. But she did not left behind her stubborn attitude, which made the poor old lady very sad because of her stubbornness in everything. One day, the old lady whined at her room with her favorite food. She saw Karen putting on her blue shoes. Karen said, "See, those blue shoes do not fit me anymore." Then the old lady said, "Okay, today we will go for shopping and buy you a new pair of shoes." Then they went for shopping. Karen saw a new pair of red shoes. She said to the old lady, "See, I got those red shoes that I wanted." But the old lady said, "Karen, for formal functions, black shoes will look good, not red shoes." Karen said, "But I like those red shoes." So the old lady did not want to upset her. So she took both the colors. Next day, when they had to attend another funeral, so the old lady said to Karen, to wear those black shoes in the funeral. But Karen wore that glossy red shoes and it was hidden inside her long dress. When they, when they were at the funeral, because of wind, people saw Karen's red shoes inside her dress. They were gossiping that how disrespectful it was. When those words came to old lady's ears, she was very angry at Karen. She said, "How disrespectful! When I told you that wear those black shoes, instead of that you wore red shoes? I'm very annoyed of you." After that, the prince arrived. He said, "I will marry you. Will you marry me? You will look very beautiful and you dance very well. I will invite you at the ball." Karen felt very happy. She started dancing for 2 days. She danced over the hills, in the garden, and everywhere until she was feeling weak. She said, "Stop, I will not be stubborn from now onwards." When she spoke those words, she stopped dancing. Then, anyhow, she came back home. She hugged her grandmother too much and she apologized her. The old lady said her that the young prince was looking for you. After a few days, they got married and had a wealthy and happy life. See you in my next podcast.